In today's episode of Goal Getters, we are talking about how small goals build big success. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm here. I am the founder of an academy where we teach goal setting and productivity skills to help you get anything you want out of life. On this channel, we have a segment called Goal Getters, where we hear from real people in our community who have achieved amazing results through goal setting. And today we have two incredible stories to share with you. But before we get into those, we've got a goal-setting system for you. So if you're ready to dive into the step-by-step process that will lead you to achieve your biggest dreams, let me introduce you to this episode's goal-setting system. It is very simple, just like all of ours. In fact, it's one of the simplest systems we've ever created. Step 1. Write down 3 micro-goals that will help you reach your bigger goals. For example, if your long-term goal was to make $1,000 a month from your online business, some micro-goals could be launch your website, create 10 pieces of content, or send out 100 cold emails. You can see that these micro-goals are much more achievable than the larger goal. They're more actionable, and they give us a clear path forward. Step 2. Put a percentage next to each micro-goal that indicates how likely you think you are to achieve that goal. So for each micro-goal, ask yourself, how confident am I that I will do this? Then multiply the number of micro-goals by the percentage next to them. This is going to give you a percentage chance of reaching your long-term goal. Let's look at what I just gave you as an example. Launch your website. Let's say you're pretty confident you can do that. You put an 80% chance of doing that. Create 10 pieces of content. Maybe you're not as good of a writer, so you only put a 50% chance there. Send 100 cold emails. Maybe that feels impossible. You don't know how to do it. You put a 10% chance. Now, when we multiply 3 by 80%, that's 240%. When we multiply 3 by 50%, that's a 150%. And then 3 by 10% is 30%. The highest number you get is 240%, which means that there's a 240% chance that you will reach your long-term goal. Now, if you're like most people, you probably thought that was really difficult. But now, we're going to use some simple math to figure out how likely we are to reach our goals. If you add up the percentages of all of your micro goals, then divide the sum of those percentages by the total number of micro goals. This is going to give you a percentage that represents how likely you are to reach your long-term goal. So let's use the same example and the numbers that I just gave you. 240% plus 150% plus 30%. 420%, 420%, more 3, more 140%. So in this case, you have a 140% chance of making $1,000 a month from your online business. I know that sounds weird, right? Like, how can you have a percentage above 100? Well, it's actually quite common. And it happens when you have multiple paths to achieving your goal. In this case, there are multiple ways you could make $1,000 a month from your online business. Maybe you could sell digital products. Maybe you could offer consulting services, or maybe you could start a blog. The more paths there are to getting what you want, the higher the chances are that you'll eventually get there. The reason why this is important is because it gives us a clear understanding of how likely we are to reach our goals based on the actions we take. And if we're not as likely as we would like to be, it gives us a chance to adjust our micro goals and strategies accordingly. For example, let's say that you found that you only have a 50% chance of reaching your long-term goal. In this case, you could try to come up with some additional micro-goals that will increase your chances of success. Or you could try to find ways to make the micro-goals that you already have easier to achieve. This is a really powerful tool, and I encourage you to use it whenever you set a new goal. It's a great way to stay focused and motivated, and to make sure that you're always moving in the right direction. Now let's meet our goal-getters. Our first go-getter is Amelia. She wrote in to tell us about her experience using the Wheel of Life to achieve her goal of feeling less stressed. She writes, I recently discovered your channel, and after watching your Wheel of Life video, I decided to try it out. I was shocked at how unbalanced my life was, and it really opened my eyes to what I needed to focus on. Using the wheel, I set a goal to feel less stressed. I was surprised that this was even possible and didn't know where to start. But after doing some soul searching, I came up with a plan. I would start meditating for 5 minutes every morning. Take a daily walk, stop taking on extra work projects, and limit my social media use to 30 minutes a day. I honestly didn't think that these small changes would make a big difference, but I was wrong. After just a few weeks, I noticed that I was feeling less stressed and more at peace. I even found myself smiling more and feeling more positive. The Wheel of Life really helped me to prioritize what was important to me and make changes that had a real impact on my well-being. Thank you. It's incredible to see how the Wheel of Life can have such a positive impact on someone's life. At its core, the Wheel of Life is simply a tool for helping us reflect on and improve our overall well-being. It allows us to take stock of different areas of our lives, such as health, relationships, and finances, and make adjustments as needed. By identifying areas that need improvement, we can set goals and take action to make positive changes. This can lead to increased happiness, fulfillment, and success in various aspects of our lives. If you're interested in learning more about the Wheel of Life and how to use it effectively, be sure to check out the resources provided. It's a simple yet powerful tool that can help anyone looking to improve their life. Our next go-getter is Obina. He wrote in to share his experience using the 90-day year planner to achieve his goal of launching a new business. Here's what he had to say. I recently stumbled upon your channel while searching for productivity tips online, and I'm so glad I did. Your videos are super helpful, and your advice is practical and easy to follow. One of your videos introduced me to the concept of the 90-day year planner, and I decided to give it a try. I've always struggled with planning and staying organized, but this planner has been a game changer for me. With its simple 3-month time frame, I was able to focus on my most important tasks and make steady progress towards my goals. The planner helped me break down my long-term goals into smaller, achievable steps, and it kept me accountable throughout the process. Thanks to your advice, I was able to successfully launch my new business, and I'm already seeing the benefits of using the 90-day year planner. It's so satisfying to look back on all that I've accomplished in just a few months, and I know that none of it would have been possible without the guidance I found on your channel. Thank you. We love hearing stories like Obina's because they remind us of the impact that our work can have on people's lives. Our mission has always been to help people get anything they want out of life, and it's so fulfilling to see that we are able to do just that. The 90-day year planner is a powerful tool for anyone looking to achieve their goals and make the most of their time. By focusing on just 3 months at a time, you can avoid the overwhelm that often comes with long-term planning and make steady progress towards your goals. We're so glad that Obina found our channel and the 90-day year planner, and we're excited to see what the future brings to him and all of our viewers. And that's all for today's episode of Goal Getters. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe to our channel and leave us a like. And if you have a success story of your own to share, we would love to hear from you. Just click the link in the description below to submit your story, and you could be featured in a future episode. Until next time, happy goal getting.